right, welcome to Primos for Life, the wrestling podcast made for the fans, by the fans. Como siempre, yo soy Eddie, el niño vaque. We got Ariel, the Ecuadorian dream bisueta, and we are your self-proclaimed, undisputed co-host tag team champions of the world. And in tonight's episode, we kick things off with other sports with Eddie and Ariel as we celebrate Ecuador's huge win over Germany. Then we jump into WWE, breaking down Raw and SmackDown, and leading into the fallout from Night of Champions. We also give an honorable mention to AEW, Forbidden Door, and AAA. So, como siempre, sit back, grab a snack, and let's get it on. Oh, my pillow. What up, Primo?
What's up, dude? Hang on. Oh,
hang on.
Sorry,
My
this is not a very.
tuchus.
My tuchus. It's not a very comfortable chair, even though it's got like padding and it's from Raw 25th anniversary, so it's got like a pad on it, and then picture of like 50 superstars.
50?
And it was 25 years, the 25th anniversary of Raw, and on the back they have like a seat number. You could buy the chairs,
Yeah.
but it's as much as it's padding, it's not very good padding. So, pillow under my butt.
Pillow under your butt, man.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be an interesting 45 minutes, man. We got some interesting stuff to cover.
Yes, we do. But before we jump into wrestling, let's go ahead and discuss other sports with Eddie and Ariel.
Yes, yes, the greatest news segment ever. Other sports with Eddie and Ariel.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Let's talk about this Ecuador.
Let's talk
victory.
about your hateration,
bro. Listen. Okay. Let me just start off by saying I guess the thing that gets me mad is like I put my thoughts out there, about the team, and automatically that just strips me from my Ecuadorianness. No, man, I can still, hate on the team. Like, I still love ceviche and guajita and stuff. Like, what does that got to do with the team?
Yeah, I took your card pretty fast from you.
Yeah, I was like, yo. Well, give our Primos a little bit of history on that. What happened?
So we're of course, for those who haven't been paying attention, it's the World Cup.
Hey.
And our last episode, Eddie and I had just tied, or not, we had, the Ecuadorian national team had just tied Curaçao, if I remember correctly. And it was terrible because they lost to Germany 7-1, and we lost to Ivory Coast to start. So we had a must win against Germany this past Sunday or Saturday, whatever, in which we won 2-1 on a very late goal, 78th minute. Something like that. And thank God he got his foot up, because if not, the goalie had that.
Yeah.
That was falling right into the goalie's hands. Had it was a Plata, I think. Not got his foot up and got the goal. So Ecuador wins. So we have a primo chat, for our actual primos, our blood primos. It's about 7 deep. So we start, they start chatting along, and hey, we beat Germany, we can hang with everybody, and da-da-da. And then Primo for Life over here, Primo for Life Jones over here, instead of being like, good win, like, da-da-da, and then slightly pointing out, like, where he sees flaws in the team, just decides to crap on them. Like, just, like, there's no, like, just not like a soft crap, like, not even like hey, at least we won the game. It was like, they stink. Why is this happening? We should be doing this. I'm like, hey, man, just be happy we got there. Let's just enjoy the ride that we have. And it just wasn't enough. It was still had to be about, and I'm like, dude, like, why are you hating so much? Because as I brought up, the Giants took an undefeated season for the Patriots. They lost 7 games that year. They were the wild card. Enjoy that championship. The Knicks were a 5 seed. We can enjoy that championship. But you were just drinking straight haterade on Ecuador, which was insane because I know how much you love them. And I'm just like, which is why I was like, you know what? Now you're truly just being a hater, and you weren't even arguing the fact of being a hater. You were owning it, which I was like, great. At least he owns it.
Yeah,
but that's why I took your card.
I mean, all I will say is this, right? Like I've said in the chat, yes, incredible win. Yes, as an Ecuadorian, I'm very happy. I actually had like FOMO watching all the videos of after the game, that entire stadium, 80,000 Ecuadorians singing Julio Jaramillo. Like, I was like, I am so sad that I didn't go. I wanted to be there.
Trust me, dude. At the ticket prices,
Yeah, I know they were wild. But then I was like, but I had to like bring myself back to reality, and I had to be like, okay, well, 2 bad games and 1 lucky game doesn't equal a championship. So I was like,
No.
these guys really need to lock in, because here's the thing, right? We're gonna go up against Mexico tomorrow, right? When this
In
comes out
Mexico.
today
It's
in
a home game.
Mexico,
It's a
a home game, right? So we have to beat them, and then it just the obstacles keep coming and coming, because if we beat Mexico,
We get
then
Brazil.
our next will go against England, because they're going to beat their team in their group. So it's just like, it's like it's hurdle after hurdle after hurdle, and it's like the job's not done. But I get where y'all are coming from. I just didn't appreciate that you guys took away my guatita and my ceviche and my corviches and all the iches. Like, what's up?
I think I can speak for the rest of the primos in the chat that they didn't appreciate that they were trying to be cheerful about something, and here you
You're right.
come,
I
fucking
definitely
yucking
did
people's yum.
I definitely did.
You
I
know,
definitely
you're
did.
just pissing on parades.
You're right. I did. All right. To all the primos and primas out there that were in that chat and now are hearing
Pissing on
about this
parades, man.
chat, my apologies. I don't mean to piss on anybody's parade. I've been heartbroken before by this team, and it's just
absolutely.
Yeah.
Listen, it stinks, and to the point of, as we said last time, we know how good this team can be.
Yeah.
When they're firing on all cylinders. And then once again, I mean, they've given up 2 goals so far in 3 games. The defense is there. We just have to score.
I hear you.
We have to figure it out. And the thing is, at least we have an opportunity. We have another game to try.
Right.
And I'm not trying to talk shit, but Mexico's always good. I mean, their athletes are amazing and always great. But I mean, let's remember they're in probably the weakest group in terms of CONCACAF, because it's just United States, them, and Canada, and then it's Honduras, El Salvador, Haiti, like the smaller, like Jamaica, like the smaller nations that really aren't. They don't have, like, the people to be able to source greater athletes than we do a population of however many Mexico is.
Right.
So I think we have a chance, because the other thing is they usually like their home games because of the altitude, but we play higher than them.
Yeah.
So we got no problem with it. I like our chances. I just hate the 12th man, because it's a home game.
Yeah. No, I agree. And our good vibes are with the team. Hopefully they move on to the next round, but we'll be watching. We'll definitely be watching.
Absolutely. And I'm going to banish you from the text messages until
until
all things are done.
At the end of the game, I'll be like, you see?
I know that's coming. You're just going to text like 3 dots, like beep, 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 and just be like, and then I ask him, go, Eric Cartman.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But that concludes Other Sports with Eddie and Ariel. Right. Now, let's get back to serious business. As always, we're going to do our honorable mentions. Let's start off with AEW. Tremendous going home shows before Forbidden Door. We were planning to do our episode before Forbidden Door, but now that it's happened, we could talk about it. The pay-per-view was outstanding. Every match was incredible, but the 3 main matches that really stood out was the Owen Hart tournament finals for both the men and women, and the cage match between Team MJF versus Team Briscoe. Let's start off with the women's. We have Mercedes Moné. She's always going to be Sasha Banks to me, but
yeah, I trust that now.
Yeah, and versus Maya World. And what made this match so good is because Mercedes was going to go up for being the 2-time Owen Hart Women's Champion. For this tournament, she'll be the first one ever, and obviously it happened, so she won. Spoiler alert, right? But the crazy thing that made this story so interesting was, it's sad to say that Maya World, like the wrestler, her brother actually passed away a few weeks, and they put that into the story of her kind of like overcoming and still wrestling, because her dream of wrestling, like she's able to live out her dream because of him. And they kind of played all that into that story. So it was a really intense match because you didn't know which way it was going to go. Was Maya going to go over? Was Mercedes going to put her over? Like there was just so many things. But ultimately, I think in the sense of like wrestling and professionalism and storytelling, I think they did the right thing by letting Mercedes take the win here because now, she was, the 13-time champion with all her belts at one point. And now she's the two-time first ever Owen Hart Women's Tournament champion. And I'm just curious to see what happens next, and then also what this does for Maya because she came to play and she did a fantastic
Mhm.
job in that match. So shout out to that match; it was incredible.
I mean,
Uh,
hopefully they see what a great job she did, and they start to give her. I mean, you put her in a match against Mercedes Moné already in this
yeah,
final, so you're showing somewhat faith in her. We'll see if you follow through.
yeah, no, but fantastic match, a must watch. And then we had the cage match between Team MJF versus Team Briscoe. That was awesome because I've never seen this type of cage before. It was a circular cage that went around the ring,
Mhm.
and everybody brought like goodie bags and like there were tables and just weapons and things galore, but it was just well done. I mean, at one
Mhm.
point, Kevin Knight even just like went up to the top to go after Darby Allen, but Darby Allen left a bag up there, like, and he was like went into Darby's bag, and the moment he goes in there, something explodes and he falls off and hits a whole bunch of tables, and like Darby booby trapped it, and we're just like, oh my gosh! And then obviously the best part of that match was Andrade saying like, you know what, I'm tired of this,
Mhm.
F MJF, F Don Callis family, I'm out, kicks him in the nuts, boom, costing Team MJF the match, giving
Mhm.
Team Briscoe the win. Obviously, now he gets his title match against MJF because that was the whole stipulation. But again, a tremendous watch. I was like floored. I couldn't stop watching. It was so good.
I
Yeah,
I can't really speak much about it because I haven't seen it yet. You did send
yeah,
me the link earlier, so I will
yes,
watch it.
yes,
But I look forward to it because everything I read, unfortunately, online, as soon as I turn my phone on, I'm getting hit with wrestling stuff because
yes.
the machine's always listening.
The
So
machine.
it's machine's always listening. It's just it's funny because Amanda said that she said she went out to lunch with a friend of hers. They went to look at a bag he wanted to buy, and then he's like, "All right," and then she's like, "Well, do you want to see?" He's like, "Nope, let's go to lunch. We'll talk a little bit and then watch." And then in his email, half hour into their lunch, 20% off this purchase item. Da da da.
Wow.
Listening.
That's
So I open it up and there's the Andrade stuff, and then I'm like, but I'm looking forward to seeing this because I love Andrade, love him.
yeah,
So
yeah.
hopefully, this goes somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. And actually, what makes this so good too, and I feel like both brands are now doing this, both AEW and WWE, is like
Mhm.
they're just throwing so many contenders for championships, like for the gold,
Right.
for like MJF, because it was mentioned that Kenny Omega was going to go after it again. Now you got Briscoe going after it, after this win. Andrade
Mhm.
has his eyes on it. You know what I mean? So it's like you have so many people that are teaming up or going against each other for one week, but then could be facing for a title match later on. And I feel like that kind of excitement of who's it going to be this week makes
Right.
it that much more watchable and enjoyable to actually pay attention to these stories. So great job on AEW so far. Like they're doing a
Yeah.
tremendous job. And then the last item from the AEW honorable mention would be the men's Owen Hart tournament finals between Swerve and Osprey. Tremendous match. Again, you guys know like these two are going to put on an incredible match. Blow for blow, everything was incredible, bloody as well.
Ooh.
But the one thing that I will say is a lot of people online have been saying that this is a contender for match of the year. And I could say it was a really, really, really well done match.
Okay.
But match of the year for me personally, I don't know because I had more excitement for Mascara versus Mascara, in AAA. But that's
Hmm.
because we've been following that story for 6 months. There's a story
Yeah.
here too, like little brother versus big brother kind of thing. But I mean, match of the years for me is a little too strong, but definitely when you get a chance to watch it, please tell me your thoughts, and we'll definitely
Uh,
talk about that in the next episode.
Absolutely. I love Swerve and Osprey is a beast, so I'm definitely like looking forward to this one. It's like because when you said it last week, I was like, "Ooh, that's gonna be a hell of a match!" Like,
Yeah.
so no, you sent me the link, and as soon as we finish taping, I'm gonna go upstairs. I got some laundry to fold, so
Hey. Yeah,
there you
yeah.
go. Sit down and watch some wrestling while I fold some laundry.
Some wrestling. But yeah,
Wrestling.
so that concludes AEW. Now we jump into AAA. Two things that stood out to me that was amazing. We had El Grande Americano finally coming back. after his victorious win for Máscara versus Máscara. And he's saying, well, what's next for El Grande Americano? Well, guess what? I want the AAA Mega Championship.
Mega Championship?
So I'm calling out
Ooh.
Dominic. But as he does this,
Mhm.
then we get a Cameron Petrovic coming out. And we're like, what is she
Cameron
doing
Petrovic,
here?
What's happening here?
Yeah, right. Like, what is she doing here? And then we get the Garzas, and we get Bronco Nima, and then we get Daga, and they start beating the crap out of him. And then they reveal that the Perros de Mal have arrived. And I did a little digging. Apparently, they were a stable that started off in CMLL, but then ended up in AAA. But Hector Garza, obviously the Garza's uncle, was part of that stable. So it appears that the Garzas are the ones kind of revamping this and bringing this back through his name.
Garza, and
Yeah.
Alberto.
So interesting to see like what they're gonna do with this. You know what I mean?
So that was what, like a 7-person stable?
No, it was 5. It was 5.
Five
People.
okay.
Yeah. It was 4 guys and Cameron. Yeah. So yeah, man. So that's pretty interesting. I'm definitely going to tune into AAA to see what happens with that. And then the other thing that happened on the following week's episode of AAA was Psycho Clown. Now, you're going to get kicked out of this one, right? I sent you the link for this one too. Psycho Clown calls out Pagano because he's like, listen, we were brothers and you just gave up on me and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm going to call the Psycho Circus to come out because they're going to have my back. And they're like, yeah, Pagano, you turned your back on everybody. And then they're like, Pagano, come out here right now and face us like a man, or we go back there and beat you up. No sign of Pagano. So they all rush to the back and they go into Pagano's room and they see him on the floor bleeding. And they're like, and I think it's just so funny because Psycho Clown is like, no, Pagano, perdóname. Oh, ¿quién te hizo esto? Like full telenovela. And then one of the Psycho Circus dudes are like, mira. And it's like on the mirror, it says, you're next, Psycho. And Psycho Clown is like this. So, and it cuts scene. So I guess they made up and now they're friends again. Now we have to, it's like a Scooby-Doo mystery. We have to find out who did that to Pagano next week.
Yes, who did this? See, this is why I love AAA, and this is why I love Lucha Underground, because you get stuff like this.
This
is terribly awesome. It's terribly awesome. Like, it is not good, but it should not be good by any stretch of the imagination, but it's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, man. So, So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Now we can jump in to Monday Night Raw and SmackDown and Night of Champions. Just minor things to touch on since we already lived through and saw what happened on Night of Champion, which I can't wait to talk about. But let's just touch Monday Night Raw first. All right.
Okay.
So, the only thing that I will say is the Profits winning. I mean, that was really because it was a standard going home show. Everybody.
Only thing to say, yeah.
Right. Everything was setting up for, their stories for Night of Champions. So we get that. The only two things that, like, the no buenos that stood out to me was, so the one bueno is, yes, the Profits winning. Yay. Right. Cool. Very happy with that because.
Love Tess.
Right. And plus the vision is falling apart. So it's like, okay,
moving on. Is it? Yeah.
Right. But then the two no buenos that I didn't like about the Monday Night Raw is like the women's tag division. I could care less. I wasn't happy for anything that was happening throughout that whole match.
Lyra's turn didn't get you?
Again, because literally you didn't say again. Didn't this happen 6 months ago? And then 6 months before that? Come on, dude. And now Bailey doesn't want to talk about it either. She's like, I have no comment. I can't talk about it right now. Really?
Hey, man, it's stressed out. There's a lot going on.
And then the other no bueno was Solo helping LA Knight indirectly. I don't see the game plan. I don't see the bigger picture yet.
What do you mean, man? They're getting Solo. They got to get Solo back, and whether he wants to or not, begrudgingly or not, they're getting Solo back.
You think so?
Yeah, man. That's what this whole thing is about. That's why they're running this whole racket.
So LA Knight is just another pawn again. Like nothing.
Absolutely. What else are you gonna do? This guy except pawn him around. You know you can
pawn him around.
You know you can bitch him. Like you can. Like
yeah.
And that's what Hunter's doing. And Hunter, like like 2 years ago was like, good things come to those who wait. Motherfucker,
We've been waiting.
this guy's been waiting. This poor bastard. This poor bastard. Like this motherfucker. Oh, and the thing is, I didn't like him, and then I felt bad for him, and now I'm back not liking him. Don't make
Yeah.
me live through this again, man. Come on, let's do something. Let's do something, please.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But that's really all that really stuck out to me from that Monday Night Raw. Again,
Right.
standard going home show. Anything pops to you before we move on to SmackDown?
Good
Yeah.
to go.
All right. Well, moving on to SmackDown. I did like the War Raiders versus Truth and Priest because segment because it was first of all hysterical, right? Because because since R-Truth sees that the War Raiders are AAA tag champions, he starts talking to them like essays, like listen, Holmes, like
Oh man.
so hysterical. But something did capture my attention where they were like, they're gonna have a tag match, championship match for all the gold. So I was like, wait a minute. So either one of these teams are gonna walk away with 2 sets of belts? Like that's
Yeah.
So now it's like
it's gonna be what Dom did. What Dom was AAA Mega and Intercontinental.
okay.
So I
But
wouldn't be
then
surprised if you see a Priest Truth victory here because Lola Vice is in AAA.
that
So
makes
I won't be
sense.
surprised. Won't be surprised if that happens because I gotta want to be my boo thing.
Dang,
You know?
even in Mexico, in Tijuana.
And our truth is comedy gold.
Yeah.
So the Latinos who love a good telenovela, comedy, all of it are gonna be like, oh yeah. These people are happy with Mr. Iguana. Like you can tell me truth is not gonna be like the next huge thing in AAA.
Yeah.
I won't be surprised if this happens. I mean, if you give it to the Raiders, great. Because this brings them back to the main roster. But for me, and I hate to use AAA as kind of like a minor league, but I mean, you sent them over to AAA for a reason,
Right.
right? They won the belts, a couple matches, they won the belts. Like, is it time to put them back on the main roster? Probably not. Which is why I'm thinking this is the move, or what I thought when I was watching it. And yes, truth is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. But other than that, standard episode of SmackDown, again, great match between Ray Phoenix and Nathan Fraser. That was really good for the AAA cruiserweight. That was really good. Danhausen segment was funny. Julia gets the win over Kiana James, but then gets attacked by Blake Monroe. That was nice to see. And then we see the MFTs leaving Solo. They're like, "We're done with you, bro."
Yeah,
so
because his business is now interfering in their business.
Yeah.
And they don't want that. They want to be in their own business. That's it.
Business.
So please, Solo, walk that way. Kick rocks, fool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Until until he comes back with all his family, and then it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, I know. And then there's rumors about Zilla Fatu coming very close to signing. So maybe there's a factor there.
Zilla.
Which would be awesome.
Then you should have like the new NWO. Like he's like 7 motherfuckers deep. Like just all right, here we go. Like let's let everyone know he's not even Samoan. Who cares? But like,
who cares? Just bring him in. And then the last bueno item on SmackDown, and then we'll go to the one no bueno, is I did enjoy the Cody Gunther Sammy segment. And the reason why I enjoyed this from a storytelling perspective, I liked it a lot because these three were beefing, but then you had Obafemi come out and then you had Jey Uso come out because they were like, hey, listen, it don't matter who wins. You know, you're the one who's going to go against me. No, you're going to go against me. So a lot of like wrenches were being thrown. And I was just like, at the moment, I was like, oh, wow, this is different. This is exciting. This makes me care about Night of Champions. So kudos to WWE programming writers for making that segment happen. What did you think about that?
I think it was great in the aspect of now what you've done is you've dropped breadcrumbs for a bunch of different stories. And now you see which way you want to go with them.
Yeah.
You know? So yes, because the minute you introduce the two participants in the King of the Ring finals, now it opens up so much more to your point of like great. Now I'm down. Like, this isn't just as small as this. Like, we do have to remember on the other side,
Right.
someone has a cash in waiting. So they have it. It's whether or not they want to use it on them or Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a good way to leave a lot of open-ended stories, and then also kind of you had to bring them both out, going into Night of Champions because you didn't know who was going to win, you
Right.
know. But yeah, so no, well done. I think it was well done. To your point, when they do stuff like this and it works, it works well. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
No. And then the no bueno on SmackDown, and then we'll move into Night of Champions.
the rest of the episode.
Well, no, it was solid. I think the thing that makes me sad is just the women's division. I think we had such a good thing going with all these multiple teams that now you're just seeing the same groups come out over and over again. And it really just makes me not want to watch any of their matches. And not because they're not good, it's
Mhm.
because there's no substance for me to like lock into. So I realized that when there was another tag match, and I was just like, okay, but and my thing is like you have so many, like there's so much female talent now on both rosters. I think
Right.
I wanted to throw this idea out to you, man. Do you think it's time that we have split tag titles for Raw and SmackDown for the women to build up these rosters?
Oh
Like, what do you think?
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That it should have been a thing.
Yeah,
Like you have enough, you have the talent, and you have enough of it, and you want to get them on the air. You want to get them showcased. You want to get them, so that the merch moves, so you make money, so they make money, so everybody. You want to do these things. Why they still haven't gone back to that? I have no idea,
yeah,
but they should, because to the point of you have the IC and you have the United States or whatever it is. Like you have these
right.
championships. Like, so why are we not doing this here?
Hmm. Yeah,
I mean, logistically, it just makes sense. Like, just even from hey, if all things are equal here, what are we doing?
exactly, exactly, man. All right. Well, I'm glad you agree with me on that because the beginning of this episode was a little rough. Nah, no, all good. I know it's all love. And now let's just jump into Night of Champions. You guys, the book ready?
Yes, I do.
Let's do this, bro.
Right
So,
here.
so what do we have as the first match?
Uh, Rollins and Braun Breaker.
Which I think was the third match of the evening, but
Yeah, I mean, we can go in whatever order. Who cares? Doesn't matter.
okay. Yeah. No,
The
let's
first
go in
match,
order of the show. Yeah, let's
yeah,
do
first match of
so
the night was Oba and Jay.
yeah. And
Yeah,
and what do we have?
we both went Oba.
We were Oma. Yeah.
I mean, the only way, and we said this in the last episode, the only way this was not going to happen is if this guy came out to interfere. Lesnar.
Right. Which
Is
he
the only way it
didn't.
was gonna happen. He
Which
didn't, which means now this is at the cash in at SummerSlam is when Oba's going to get screwed. Because I said
yeah.
that last episode too. I said he's going to pocket it, and everyone's going to be like, "Oh shit, great!" And then when he's supposed to win, here comes Lesnar,
Yeah.
and he's going to screw him out of it, and then we're going to have to go down this road again. But you don't have to put the belt on Oba yet. This gives you a chance to long play this further.
So here's the thing about that, because
Mm,
while I was waiting to connect,
mhm.
it's been official. Brock Lesnar, Obafemi, Hell in a Cell, SummerSlam.
Oh,
So I don't know what they did. I don't know if his cash in, to your point, is going to be on hold, or did he forfeit his cash in to go for Lesnar instead?
What
I
kind
don't
of
know.
bullshit is this? See, man, you see, fuck, bro. There's fucking rules, right? There's fucking rules.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is the same bullshit as the Cody Rhodes thing. When The Rock comes out, it's gonna be family on family. No, Cody won. The whole thing you've sold me on for this entire fucking tournament has been the winner gets a chance at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but to your point, that's the other part too, because it was also announced that Seth is going after Roman at SummerSlam. So even if Oba wanted to go for a championship, it would have to be Sammy. So it's like, I know I can't wait to watch that Raw to really get all the details. But this is what I've seen so far.
But wouldn't that be today's Raw?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These
I
are
gotta,
things that I've already.
Yeah, no, I gotta watch today's Raw. I've watched
yeah,
today's Raw.
yeah, we both do.
I gotta watch today's Raw. This is crap, man. This is crap.
but let's talk about Night of Champions as we saw it the day of, or whenever we saw it.
Yep.
I think the part of this match that really got me though was there were no surprises, there were no interference. Obafemi destroyed Jey Uso, and it was kind of like
just beat him,
refreshing.
Flat out beat him. Like I was waiting for it, and then I was like, oh, nothing's gonna happen. Oh, well, King of the Ring. Oh, okay, and then that's where I was like, well, then he's gonna get screwed at SummerSlam. Like, but obviously now that's not going to. You know what they'll do? They'll probably on Raw be like, he doesn't want to wait. He wants to cash his thing in, whatever. And, whatever.
So yeah, okay. So we were both right on that one. All right, moving on.
Yes.
We got the next match, the Queen of the Ring finals, Io Sky versus Liv Morgan.
You went Io.
Yes.
And I went Liv.
Which, to be fair, I mean, we were not expecting Danhausen to come out.
Well, yeah, man. That's the minute I saw it, I was like, no, well, this isn't fair. Because if I knew that was going to happen, I would have picked Liv Morgan. Like, this man just got my Knicks a championship. You tell me he can't help Io Sky beat Liv Morgan? Come on, man. Come on. I didn't know. So, my defense, I didn't know. To your point, thank you for acknowledging that. It was, solid match. Great wrestlers. They're fantastic. I think this is you're just at this point now crossing the T's and dotting the I's with Io to make sure you give her everything she needs. She won the Rumble, been the women's champ on both sides, tag champ, whatever the mid card belt is, and now Queen of the Ring. You keep checking off accolades, keep checking them off. Great. Now, I was like, all right, well, is this where she, now takes on Rhea again? Like, let's go one more round. And then literally as soon as the match ended, she was like, Liv, I'll see you where? SummerSlam. Because that's what's supposed to happen.
Yeah. I'm glad you brought that point up because I was very surprised by that. I was like, oh, we're not waiting. Okay, cool.
No. I was fine. Great. I'd rather know. That's good. I mean, the her versus Rhea would have been a long shot anyway, just because Rhea's still hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't seen Rhea in a while.
Nope.
This is the longest I've seen, a champion out who's not named Lesnar or Reigns in quite some time. Some time.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so I'm 2-0 right now.
Yeah, and I'm 1-1.
Yes. Okay.
I'm shitting the bed so far.
Moving on. We got the steel cage match between Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker, with Seth Rollins getting the win. What did we pick here?
You went Rollins and I went Breaker.
Oh man. This is nice. Night of Champions has been good to me.
Yeah, man. I think you might actually run the board here.
Hey, let's go. But fantastic match. I thought it was well done. No complaints. I thought there was going to be tomfoolery here, but there wasn't, huh? It was just
no chicanery. None of it.
Yeah.
Good match. Very good match. I was disappointed by one thing. But I mean, it's set up. I understand why they did it. But Braun Breaker's supposed to be this stud, this beast, this like, you have to kill me to get me down. Like, I'm the dog, whatever. Right? He's a bad motherfucker, right? That's supposed to be this dude, right?
Right.
And then when Rollins going to go for the second stop, he like waves him off, like, no, please. Which, sets up for Rollins to jump onto the rope and then hit like the mega stomp or whatever they call it. Like, whatever it was. But I'm just like, he's supposed to be this bad dude. Like, no, giving in too fast. You're giving in too fast. Like he should be begging him off. He should, find a different way to get this to happen. Don't have him wave him off and because I think it takes away. It detracts from this person that you've been pushing and been saying is the next big thing. The whole point he was in the Vision was because They saw something in him. That's the whole reason Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman brought him on. So you're kind of going against your own story, which is just kind of like, to me, is like, that's something so simple to not do. Just don't do the opposite of what you've been doing for a while. I just, like, and expect me to buy it. That was the only downside to that match for me. It was a great match, and I think it ended quite well with Rollins winning. I think it was good because he exercises the demons of the Vision, with the Vision losing the tag belts, and now Braun losing this. You start to dissolve the Vision because you have to move it in a different direction.
Yeah.
You can keep Theory and Logan as a team probably, but you got to do something else with Breaker.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't see it that way, because when I saw the match, I think they did right by Braun Breaker, because remember, Seth had to do, it wasn't just like one or two moves. At one point, he did the stomp and the pedigree and the higher stomp and like two other moves to really get him down. And then at one point towards the end, Breaker was like looking at him like, okay, no, let's keep going. And he was like, all right, man, this is your funeral. And then he gives him the kiss of death, and that's how Seth gets the win. I thought it was well done. It was like the monster knew he was a monster, but he knew he was outdone in this match. You know what I mean? Like, you can't win them all either, So I thought it was well done.
No, I see what you're saying. Once again, I told you, I get why they did it. I completely get why they did it. I'm just saying I didn't care for it. But I trust me, I agree with you 100% in terms of like, yes, you can show that he's human.
Right.
Right. No, I get that. I absolutely get that. But you've been shoving him up my ass with this he's inhuman for so long. Because and I'll talk about this when we get to the final match of the night. Oof. If you're gonna do this to me, then set me up properly. Set me up properly. Like this, which is why I'm saying he did do a lot to Breaker in this match. They destroyed each other. My man was bleeding out his eye.
Yeah.
Like, I know, I get that, but I'm just saying this. I need more. Yeah, I understand it in terms of like you want to run a swerve every now and then. Like, I get it, but when it's been something that is so storied, a thing, once again, you've been pushing it. He's inhuman.
Yeah.
He's a like, like it just kind of, and then once again, like I said, at the end, ugh.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I like. Now, moving on to the United States Championship. Trick Williams versus Ricky Saints. Trick retains. Standard match. I mean, it was good, but I mean, this felt like filler just for the night, but still good. You know what I mean?
No.
Nothing
Very
extravagant.
solid match. Glad to see Ricky Saints getting some time on a PLE on the events. I thought he was the move to smash the kendo stick and then like lay down, like little Yachty used it to hit him so you get Yachty tossed. I thought was genius.
Yeah.
Eddie Guerrero type shit right there. Like, like it was good. It was great. So very good match. Trick is a stud and a beast. I don't know how long you're gonna plan on keeping the belt on him. I'm assuming Mello's coming next because him and Ricky Saints had that number one contendership. Rashford, then who's the number one contender? So we'll see. But yeah, no, I agree with you. I felt was a good match, but because everything else in the card was just hyped a little more or had carried more weight, I think it just kind of fell into the filler area. But even though it's a great match, it's a good match.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we move on to the women's United States Championship. Actually, who do we pick for that one?
So we both had Trick. We both had
Okay,
Trick.
so we're good. Okay. All right. And then this one was for Tiffy Time versus Jade Cargill. I think this one I got wrong, right?
No, you went Tiff.
Oh, because Logic. I went Logic, right? Oh,
yeah, yes, I went Jade.
Yeah. Yeah. But this match was good. And it was surprising because I didn't expect all these people to come out the way that they did. I didn't expect Charlotte.
But that's why the match was good.
Yes.
Because up until then, I was like, oh. I was like, fine. I appreciate both the athletes and I get it. And then when Beechin comes out, I'm just like, here we go again with Beechin. Like you have to offset it somehow, and they did. They did a great job of doing it with Chelsea Green, with Charlotte Flair. Like, nicely done.
Yeah.
Very nicely done, because this cleans up Jade and Tiffy, and this opens up Jade and Charlotte.
Yeah.
So I think bringing out the extra bodies, to your point, was what made this match better.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, better.
Yeah, no, genuine pop. Like when I saw Chelsea, I was like, yeah, like I was so
Yeah.
happy.
She came
You
out. She
know?
came out from under the ring, right?
Yeah, yeah. And then again, because we over here in Florida, we did like a little viewing party, a watch party at Estate Cigars. Um, there was like 20 of us, and we all genuinely popped when we saw Charlotte and Chelsea. We're just like, what is happening? And then we're like, and then at the end of the match, we were like, so like coming down from the high, we are like, man, the one match that we thought like there was gonna be no interference ended up having the most. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So
Yeah.
pretty good. I was
No,
very
it was
happy
great.
with it.
It was solid, because now you see, like I said, you have Jade and her and Beechin,
Yeah,
and Charlotte's always got Alexa Bliss, and now it looks like maybe Chelsea Green.
yeah. Yeah, man.
Because the secret Hervis is gone.
Yeah.
So because Piper's hurt, and I don't
Yeah.
know what happened to was it not Alba Fire? Is it Alba Fire? Is it Alba
Yeah,
Fire?
yeah.
Yeah, Alba
She got
Fire.
released.
Did she get released?
I'm pretty sure she was part of that last release that was there that happened.
There was a set of release a couple days ago, wasn't there?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen anything.
No, I thought there was. Maybe not.
Yeah. Yeah. And then finally we have the main event, which really took everybody for a loop. We had Cody Rhodes versus Gunther versus Sami Zayn. And the genuine pop moment for me wasn't Sami winning. It was him and everyone outside of the ring and the table spot. And he sets a bottle onto the table and smacks it. Like, I genuinely freaked for that. I was like, no way. He did this in the middle of a match. I loved it.
Loved it.
That was the best part of the match for me. What did you think?
Once again, you've been touting the Sami Zayn hasn't done anything. He's always had opportunities, but he's never come through. Is it ever going to happen? We know it's going to happen. We know it is. I think if you would have, Riyadh was a place to do it. If you weren't going to do it in Canada, Riyadh is a place to do it. I get that. But I feel like you could have done this so much better and given him more time, and especially if you do it on a one-on-one angle where it's him and Cody. Like, I think you could have played this story a little bit better, and gotten more views, and as a result, more people behind this win. Because everyone I spoke to who watches wrestling, even if they love Sami Zayn, they're like, yeah,
Right.
like, because while this is and should be a huge moment, you're talking about a guy who started in 2002. This is 24 years. It's well deserved and earned, but you could have done so much more with it, I think.
So you're saying he deserved like a bigger moment?
Yes. He deserved a lot. He deserved a push along with this moment, because the whole time that this has been lining up, he's been the whiny crybaby and the this and that, and I get it. You're using that character, but I think you could have gotten a lot more in terms of people feeling that emotion and really being behind him for that win. Because the one thing that Sami Zayn does better than anyone in the WWE is be the underdog. There's nobody that the WWE Universe wants to get behind more than Sami Zayn when it's time for him to come up with something big. When he's fighting Kevin Owens, when he's going for the belt, when he's trying to get in the bloodline, when he's doing anything. People want to get behind him. So I think you kind of just missed it. I understand what you did. Great. Glad you did. He deserves it. But I think you could have given him more of a moment or a build to make this moment, just kind of hit closer to home, or hit the heartstrings a little bit more.
Yeah. I could see that perspective. I think for me, because all joking aside, I did genuinely pop when he won, because I didn't expect it. And I was like extremely surprised, because I was like, really? Because again, my mind goes, okay, so where do we go next then? Because again, so is Oba gonna go after him? Is this person gonna go after him? Is Drew gonna come back? And as I was thinking all that at the moment, I was like, then I started to get excited about the idea because now I genuinely don't know what we're gonna do with this. And to your point, everybody loves underdog Sammy, but I think the reason why this win makes like this is a good win for him is because he's not underdog Sammy. He's jerk Sammy. He's slap water bottle Sammy. He's heel Sammy. So this is different. So now I'm like, I don't know where we go from here, but I'm curious. It's enough for me to want to tune in this Friday to see what's going to happen. And I think that is a win for them because I have not been wanting to watch. As you know, I've been paying attention to other products more than what's been going on in Raw and SmackDown. And now after Night of Champions, I kind of want to see where all this goes. You know,
you're 100% correct. Like it's great for him. It's it makes sense. On that jerk note aspect, it does. Like I said, I just for Sami Zayn, I thought this would be we'd get a different way to get to this end result. I thought the ride would be different.
Yeah.
And I'm just surprised that they did it. Glad they did because, like I said, he deserved and he earned it. And I was happy for him when he did win. I'm not trying to take anything away from him at all. But I mean, where he goes with this is going to be a Cody Rhodes issue for the next month or two. Then we'll see what happens. Gunther, I didn't take the pen. He's like this is going to stay there for a little while between these three for a minute, unless Oba challenges him. But doesn't matter, no rules. So.
And then who do we pick for this one? I definitely got this one wrong, right?
Yeah, you had Cody and I had Gunther. Neither one of us got this right.
Oh man. Yeah. All right, so 4-1, man. That's pretty good. That's like my best.
Yeah. No, you were 5-1.
Oh, 5-1. Yeah. 5-1.
5-1. And I was 3-3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was batting 500. Batting 500. Damn you, Jade Cargill.
No, but overall, I mean, I give the pay-per-view, the Forbidden Door, I give it a 9 because I enjoyed it a lot. AAA, I give like a solid 7. Raw and SmackDown, I give like a 6. And then this PLE, I give it a 7.5. There was enough for me to enjoy it. Maybe it was the Primos and Primas that were with me at the cigar bar at the watch party. Thank you for everyone that came to that. That made it, maybe gave it that extra 1.5.
Yeah. Whenever you have a group of people who are shared interest and you're all enjoying the same thing, it's going to enhance the mood. That's why going to games is so much fun because there's a whole stadium of motherfuckers who are probably rooting for the same people you are. So it makes sense. Like absolutely. And once again, the matches were good. It's what I always say. I'm tired of beating this horse. The in-ring product is always great. It's some decisions and storylines that I'm just kind of like, okay. Once again, I see what you're doing. I just feel like to elicit different responses and reactions, it could be done differently. So, but AAA NA because I didn't see it. Forbidden Door NA because I didn't see it. Raw and SmackDown. Yeah, sixes, yeah. And this one, I mean, I'm gonna give this one an 8. Ooh. Because trick match was good. Like I said, the Jade match good. Because of that ending. Oba and Io won King and Queen. Fucking dope.
Solid, yeah.
Sammy gets the belt. And Rollins vanquishes Division.
Yeah. Yeah.
Solid.
It's pretty conclusive.
That's a solid. That's a very solid. And that's the thing is you could tell that because even I think Cole said it. He's like, he's done with Division now. To your point of, okay, well now he's gonna start going after Roman or whatever. Like you're telling me the book is closed. I go close the lid. Like, all right, people, don't expect any more from this. We're good. No mas. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, bueno, let's go ahead and take this opportunity to thank all of our primos and primas for watching, for listening, for reaching out, for supporting, for doing all that you
coming
do.
to the watch parties.
Coming to the watch party, because it was totally last minute, and it was awesome that everybody showed up, that, that the invites were sent out to and everything. And thank you to Estate Cigar and Social for allowing us the space. I mean, it was pretty ideal to have like a 1 o'clock PLE, because, it's pretty, you have the whole place to yourself at that point. You know what I mean? And then the party gets started after the fact. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, because the PLE was done by 4.
Right, exactly.
And then that's when people started pouring in. We have the evening and the night ahead of us. This is great.
Yeah.
But thank you, Primos and Primas. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Primos and Primas, for everything that you do. And please, if you need to find anything that we do, or you want to rewatch or re-listen to anything, Primo, where do they got to go to catch all of this?
www.primosforlife.com. You will find interviews, you will find episodes, you will find links to Spotify, Amazon Music, all iTunes, all these things. Once you get to said destination, please hit the notifications, the follow, the like, the share, the whatever buttons are there. Just hit them. Just please, we love doing this. I know it doesn't sound like it, because sometimes we both sound like crotchety old men who are just complaining. But I think it's because we love this so much that we have such high standards for it. And to the point of, this is Eddie's beef with Ecuador, where I'm not shitting on the product immediately like some other people, but it's something that we enjoy doing, and it's a lot better when we know you're out there doing it with us and listening and liking. And please reach out if you guys want to come on and chat with us, or you want to, if you want to speak about a certain pay-per-view. Hey, let's talk about WrestleMania 7. Great. Let's go back and watch WrestleMania 7 and come and have a conversation about it. Please feel free. We would love to do something like that. Thank you very much to everyone. I've blathered on long enough, so I will just go with, we will see you when we see you.
Yeah, we will see you when we see you. Vamos la tri.
Hey. Let's go, Ecuador. Except for Eddie, because he doesn't like Ecuador. Everybody else, Ecuador.
No, you don't like the product. Stop watching WWE. Go be an AEW mark.
You know what? I will. I will start with Forbidden Door. Take
care, everyone.
Later, everybody. Good night.